Hello, it has been a hot minute, but I am back today with a what's on my iPad video. So today I'll be talking through a couple of apps that I think are essentials. If you use an iPad to read music, or if you are a classical musician, these are some apps that I found to be extremely useful for me, and I hope that they'll be useful for you too. Let's get started. So the very first app that I'm going to be talking about is this one called ForScore. Now, every single classical musician I know basically uses this to read music. It's a sheet music app that has a super clean operating system and has quite a lot of useful editing features. If you have an Apple Pencil with your iPad, it'll basically feel like you're writing on sheet music paper. It's also super easy to import PDF files or scan photos. You can also import photos that you take of your music into the app as well. Because of this app, I was actually able to bring my entire music library with me when I moved across the country a couple years ago. This app has basically saved me from carrying about 10 kilos worth of sheet music. This app's also saved me from printing out a ton of paper from just doing music performances and gigs. This app also offers a premium subscription where you'll get access to some pretty crazy features like, actually turning your head to go to the next page, which I haven't found that I need, but I believe the basic features are plenty for you to work with, and it isn't too expensive. I think it cost me about 15 Australian dollars to purchase and install, and I've literally had this app for about 3 years and I've been using it ever since. The second types of apps that I want to talk about are Metronome apps. Nowadays you can find so many free Metronome apps on the App Store, so much so that I haven't actually found the need to purchase one of those traditional wind-up metronomes for a really, really long time. Those mechanical ones. I did used to own one back when I was a bit younger. I think I stopped using those mechanical metronomes because I was noticing that each tick, it wasn't exactly the most even, and it got to a point where it really bothered me. That's why I decided to switch to a digital one, because I found that the digital ones were able to keep time much more evenly. So my personal favorite metronome app is this one called Tempo, and I paid about $5.50 for this one, but they also have a Lite version which is free that works just fine, and it just gives you access to all the basic metronome features, which are more than enough for you to use. Other metronome apps I've downloaded and would recommend are Metronome by Soundbrenner, which I believe is free to download, and some others that are also very good are included in certain tuner apps such as Tunable and TonalEnergy tuner and metronome. Which brings me to my third category of apps that I like to have handy on my iPad, a tuner app. Now, I personally still use one of those separate tuning machines where you put on your music stand, because I find that the tuning machines work better for me when I have to tune some really high frequency notes, such as when I'm playing the piccolo. Sometimes the tuner apps just can't really handle how high the piccolo goes, so I found that having a separate tuning machine has definitely been a bit more useful for me. But it definitely doesn't hurt to have some tuner apps downloaded on your iPad just in case you need to do a few quick checks or if you're tuning an orchestra. So the tuning apps that I have on my iPad are Tunable and TonalEnergy Tuner. They both only cost $6, so it's very, very affordable, and it's a one-time cost as well, I believe. I like Tunable because it actually shows you the sound waves, so you can also use it to track how your pitch oscillates when you are practicing vibrato. TonalEnergy is great because you can select which keys you'd like to tune in and actually practice tuning each interval in all the different keys. This is great because you get to know where the notes need to be adjusted based on the distance you're tuning it to and from. Now, this is getting a little bit advanced, but you can always just get TonalEnergy Tuner because it'll show you a big green smiley face that actually expands and explodes if you hold a note in tune for long enough. So those are the music related apps that I have on my iPad and which I find really, really helpful. Hopefully this list has helped you in some way, and yeah, just happy practicing. But thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.